Hello all and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in this particular video, I'm going to be talking about the hyper optimization using Scikit Optimizer. So before we progress into the video, let us understand what is Scikit Optimizer. Scikit Optimizer library is an open source Python library that provides an implementation of Bayesian optimization that can be used to tune the hyperparameters of machine learning models from the scikit-learn Python library. So this Scikit Optimizer library uses Bayesian optimization at the backend to get the efficient and better hyperparameters to tune the machine learning models. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be implementing Scikit Optimizer library to hypertune the machine learning model. So I'm going to be using SVC as my machine learning model to hypertune it, and we'll see how does this Scikit Optimizer library will help us to optimize the SVC classifier in a better way. So SVC classifier is nothing but support vector machine. So in this tutorial, we're going to be seeing the implementation of Scikit Optimizer library on SVC. So let's just start. So before starting, let's just pip install the Scikit Optimizer library. So let's do it. As you can see, the requirement is already satisfied because I have already installed Scikit Optimizer library in my local environment. So it is already satisfied. So let's just import the Scikit Optimizer library by using import skopt. So this Scikit Optimizer library is denoted with skopt. So we are using import skopt. So to implement Scikit Optimizer library, we have two approaches. One is manual and one is automated way. So we will first go to the manual way, then we'll go with the automated way. So let's start with the manual way. So when you go with the manual way, there are three basic steps involved in it. So first step is to define the space of the hyperparameters to be searched. So this space is nothing but where the hyperparameters which are involved in the algorithm are being placed with a particular range, so that we can quantify those kind of parameters in a particular range and we can tune in that particular range. So this is the space of hyperparameters. We need to define it manually. So the next step is that is second step. We defined a function to evaluate the given configurations. So the second step is nothing but we define all the progress of the ML model with the hyperparameters which we have created, and we're gonna be using in the step 3 where where we will minimizing the functions to the optimal minima. So these are the three basic steps which are going to be involved in manual way of creation of this hyper optimization of by using Scikit Optimizer. So let us see how does it work. So before progressing into the implementation of Scikit Optimizer using manual way, so before proceeding into the video, let us import a few of the important libraries which we're going to be using for this lecture. So let us import it. So we're going to be using NumPy and importing mean. We are going to be using pandas, and from there we're going to be importing read underscore CSV. And from sklearn model selection, we're going to be using cross value scores. From sklearn, we're going to be importing repeated stratified k-fold. And from sklearn, we're going to be using SVC, which is our main model. And we're going to be importing integer real categorical use underscore name args from skopt libraries. And finally we're going to be importing gp underscore minimize class from the skopt library. So these are the functions which are going to be using it in our tutorial, and let's just see how does it work. So first let's import it. So it has been imported now. Now let's go to the data sets, and for this tutorial I am using a data set called ionosphere. So I'm going to be importing data set from this GitHub library, and I'm going to be importing in the form of data frame, and I'm going to be storing those variables in x and y. So let's just do it. So the necessary library has been imported and the dataset has been imported. Now our basic step starts to optimize the model. So here in the first step, we're going to be defining our space of the hyperparameters. So for this defining of space of hyperparameters, we are using SVC classifier as an ML model, which we going to be using to train our model on the dataset. So we're going to be using its hyperparameters. So it has majorly 4 parameters which we're going to be training on it. So those are C, kernel, degree, and gamma. So we're going to be using all those parameters, and we're going to be tuning it. So we're going to define it, it's with range and its values, and we're going to be tuning it. So this is the space of hyperparameters in the first step, where we're going to be using such kind of parameters, and we're going to be defining the range of those particular hyperparameters. So let's just walk through this, and let's just understand what is happening here. So first we'll define a list with the search space on the search space variable, and we're going to be start appending with a different kind of ranges. So for the parameter C, we're gonna be defining a range which is nothing but a real value. So we're gonna be putting it in a real function which we have defined it already, and we're gonna be using it from the range of 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 to 100 with a log uniformity. So we're gonna be defining it in a real function, and we're gonna giving the range of that particular parameter, and we're gonna be giving a name to that particular parameter with C, and we're gonna be appending it to the search space. Similarly, we're gonna be defining another hyperparameter, that is kernel, with different values. So kernel accepts only categorical values. So we have all those categorical values defined over here under the categorical function. So linear, poly, RBF, sigmoid. So all these are kernel hyperparameters. So and they are all categorical. So we have defined it in a categorical, and at the end we are appending it to the search space. Similarly, we're going to be defining the degree hyperparameter with a particular range. So this degree parameter accepts only integer value. So we are giving in a function of integer with a particular range of 1 to 5, and we are appending it to the search space. Similarly, we are appending the different value of the gamma parameter, and we are appending it to the search space. So this is where we have defined our whole parameters, and with the range and with its values, and we have appended it to the search space. So now we are done with the step 1, and let's just run it. So the next step is to define the function to evaluate a given configuration. So in this step 2, we're going to be defining a function which involves all the basic steps of implementing a model, such as fit and get it trained. And then we're going to be using a cross-val score, and we're going to be seeing the result, and we're going to be taking out the mean of those cross-val scores. So this is what a basic steps of model training a model involves. So we're going to be implementing all those steps in a single function, and let's just see how does this work. So at first we're going to be using use underscore name underscore args decorator, so that it will convert the search page into a particular format that this Scikit optimizer accepts. So this is what this decorator is doing. So now let us define the function which we are talking about in step 2. So I am defining an evaluate underscore model function which will accept all kind of parameters which will given to it, and I'm calling the model SVC, and I'm saving it to the model variable, and setting the all the parameters of the models, like what are the parameters which you will be giving in here in this function, it all will be happening here. So model is set to the all those parameters which you will be providing, and it will set all those parameters in the model. And we're going to be using repeated stratify k-fold with n split is equal to 10 and repeat is equal to 3. And finally we're going to be using cross underscore var underscore score, and we're going to be putting a model here with the data, and we're putting the repeated satisfy k-fold in it with the scoring parameter accuracy. And finally we'll estimate the result by taking the mean of that result and returning the value 1 minus estimate. So we want to minimize the score, or that's why we are subtracting it from 1 minus of this mean of the results. So this is what our second step will look like, and so let's just run it. Now the step 3 involves the optimization of this model. So it is nothing but it will optimize to the global minima by using this gp underscore minimize function, and we're gonna be pushing our the defined function, that is evaluate underscore model, with the search space. The search space which we have defined in the first step first, and the evaluate underscore model which we have defined in the step 2. So we're gonna be importing, and we're going to be putting these two functions and search space in the gp underscore minimize function, and we'll see the result and see the performance of the model by getting converted into global minima by using the Bayesian optimization. So let's just run it. It might take a few seconds. So let's just wait and let's see how does it works. So now the model has converged into the global minima. Let's just print out the results and with the better parameters. So let's just run it. So you can see the best accuracy it has got is 88%, and with the better parameters of with C as 11.47 and selecting kernel as poly with degree of 2 and gamma as 100. So this is what the Scikit optimizer has optimized to, and it has selected these parameters as the best parameters. So this all the things were done in a manual way. So now we'll see an automated way as well. So we're gonna be using a base search CV class, which is already present in skopt library. So we're gonna be importing base search CV class, which uses all these configuration which we have done in a manual way. So we are going to be implementing it directly, like how we implement random sub CV and grid sub CV in scikit-learn. So we're going to be using the base sub CV in a similar way by defining a dictionary, and we're going to be incorporating all those parameters inside those dictionary with the parameters, and we're going to be training with those kind of parameters. So let us see how does it works and how this automated way is our life in terms of implementing Scikit optimization. Let's import a base search CV and let us run it. Now the next step is to define the dictionary and to import the parameters with its all those parameters range and with its information into the dictionary, what we have done in the above steps. So this is what it is doing in this step. We are defining a space in the form of dictionary, like how we do in random search CV and grid search CV. So this is what we are doing here. So yeah, let us run it. So we're gonna be using repeater certified k-fold here again with 10 splits, and repeat is 3. And we're gonna be using base search CV over here, where we're gonna be using estimator as SVC with such space parameters as params, which we have defined it over here in the dictionary format. And we're gonna be giving a CV equal to CV, which is nothing but repeater certified k-fold. So it's going to be taking all these parameters inside this base search CV, and we're going to be saving all these things in a search variable. And finally we're going to be doing search.fit on our data, that is we have saved in x and y variable. So let us run it, and these all things are being done in an automated way. So here the steps manually configuring those parameters are being resolved, and you can directly use this Bayesian search CV to optimize the hyperparameters by using this class. So let's run it and let's print the best score and best params at the end. So let's just run it. So the run is completed, and we can see the best score and the best parameters involved in the SVC by using Bayesian search CV. So this is what the accuracy it has been improved to when we have done manual approach. So it has got 88% when by using, and by using automated way we have improved the score to the 94%, like near to 95%. And we can see the best parameters as well involved with different kind of parameters. So for C we have got 27.00, and for degree we have got 4, and for gamma it has got 0.04, and for kernel it has selected RBF. So in this video we have covered manual as well as automated way. So I prefer to go with the automated way because it uses some other kind of benchmarks at the back end to get the prediction done in a better way and with the better accuracy. So I like to move with the automated way, and in this tutorial I have covered both manual as well as automated way using Scikit optimizer. So if you like the content of this video, so please hit like and subscribe and keep learning. Thank you.